Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hold on. Y'all, I was trying to figure this out. I promise you. I promise you I was trying to figure my hair out. Oh, crap. I pressed the wrong button. I'll be with y'all in 1 second. Y'all come on in. It's time to wake up with RoAsia. Come on in. I know some of y'all are just waking up on this Saturday, but that's okay. We're going to do this together. I appreciate you being here, for choosing this as your destination, for tuning in when you didn't have to, for being a part of today's inspiration. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I feel your anticipation. I am just as excited as you are about today's affirmations. I need you all to listen and hear me when I say we are all truly blessed to be here. What a way to continue your day. All right? I was having a time, y'all. I was having a time. So don't do me this morning. Just having a time. We're going to read the prayer in a second. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Saturday. No. Nope. Nope. Why you say that? Why you say that, Teresa? Because I said I was having a time. Why you say that? I hadn't done none yesterday. I hadn't done none yesterday to it. Yesterday, it was just took down. I had it washed and twisted and under the dryer yesterday evening. So what you mean it's still hovering? I hadn't done none yesterday, girl. What you talking about? Hey, Helen. Hey, Barbara. How are you? Oh, well, look at you. Can see right through. Whew. Thank God you can't see right through my forehead. Yeah. Thank God for that. All right, so we're just going to get started on the prayer. No, girl, I hadn't done nothing yesterday. I took it down. It was dirty as hell. It was dirty. It hadn't been washed. You can't tell it's shrunk. It's like shrunk out. But I'm leaving it shrunk out. No, whatever. I ain't had that on the side of my head yesterday. Capri, don't play with me. Don't play with me, Capri. But see, the products that I use, I don't like them because they flaky. Those are the products that my hairdresser said to get, but I don't like one of them. Something is causing a flakiness, and I don't like that. Stacy Big Mama coming to the scene on them. Other than that, not I'm okay, but I don't like the flakiness because I feel like I gotta keep doing this on a clean shirt. It wasn't even an issue. Okay. Hey G Mama, how are you? All right, so we're gonna read the prayer. Happy Saturday to all. Happy Saturday to everyone. How was your Friday night? Did y'all behave yourselves? Good morning, Teresa. Teresa Tate, that is. Did y'all behave yourselves last night? I'm gonna change this up because this whole little. Did I put oil on it? I ain't do it. Mm-mm. What you mean when the twists came out? When I was taking them down, like from under the dryer and that? Is that what you mean? No, I don't. I'm not talking about dry scalp. I'm talking about the products. Y'all be coming in here like y'all some doctors. I'm talking about the products that I put in my hair. I don't have a problem with my scalp. I don't have dandruff. The product, the gel that's in here, it went on wet. So when it dries, the separate. No, I did not. I did not. Mm-mm. Good morning, Tanya. How are you, sister? How's your aunt? No, I didn't, sister. Y'all be coming on here like y'all doctors, though. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Helen, how are you? Thank you, G Mama. I don't know what y'all not even listening to me. I said it's flaky. No, I didn't. I didn't, Annette. I didn't do none of that. I should have. I saw one girl in one video do the oil on her hair afterwards. That's what I should have did. Good morning, Lydia. How are you? That what you saying? If that what you saying, then yeah. But I don't like it. She is stable now, starting physical therapy today. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I just wanted to know. I don't want to be in your business, but I kind of want to be in your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm in your business. So yeah. Good morning, Trisha. All right, we're going to read the prayer, but the caption is, what do we do beyond the push? Beyond the push. What does the acronym PUSH stand for spiritually? And why people just stop right there? Why do people only push until something happens? Isn't that what that means? I think it should be push and beyond. Because if I just push until something happens, after something happens and I stop pushing, what does that say? What that's about? Pray until. Okay. Pray until something happens. Now, what about after it happened? I don't know why. I've been listening to a couple of you. So you gotta push, you gotta push, you gotta push. Even the song on Martin when Gina was like, you got to push, you got to push, you got to push until you get it right. Why is it not a continued push? Push times infinity. I don't like the until something happens. Maybe that's what it is. Because it just sounds weird to me. That's what I was thinking about. Like, dang, okay, so I'm going to pray. And I'm going to pray until something happens. That's what people forget about God. People don't think about God until something happens. So that they pray until something changes. Yeah, I think it should be continued pushing. Yeah, it shouldn't just be push. It should be C.P.U.S.H. I'm just saying. That's right, Tanya. We only seek them when it happens. That's sad. I want to talk to him every day, not just when things are going bad. I want to be eager for him every day. I don't understand. Yeah, we should keep praying. I agree. I totally agree. Hey, Joanna. Good morning, Yvette. I totally agree. What I'm saying to you all is all of these little acronyms when you talking to people who may not never even really experience Jesus Christ in any kind of way. Don't that sound crazy? Push. What about the after the push? Is all I'm saying. That's all. Sometimes you get stuck after what you pushed happens. It ain't no supposed to be no stuck. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking in the thing and I could see where I could have poofed my hair a little more this morning. So my bad. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna I'm talking about for me. I'm not applying what I'm saying to y'all. I'm sharing with y'all my thoughts for me. Okay, so don't get please, y'all don't be ready to box me out because I ain't got time for that. All right. I just don't have time for it on no type of avenue. But everybody don't know to keep on pushing always because people don't do it. Because if there was a push constantly, when storms come, they would deal with it. Maybe I'm not saying it in a way y'all can receive it from me. Let me see. After the challenge is over, we feel like we can handle it from there. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem, sister. You're absolutely right. So I take that away. I can do nothing without him. Nothing. That's what the scriptures say. I could do nothing without him. So if I can do nothing without him, I need to be consistent in my prayer, even after the something happens. Miosha, darling, how are you, sister? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna do for me. I ain't finna be forgetting. Jesus ain't finna be no part-time lover in my house. Yes, you like that? That's what I was thinking, darling. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm not gonna keep my hair like this. Y'all crazy as all outside. I bet you by golly wow my hair ain't gonna stay like this. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing, G mama. Nothing. Nothing. But I said nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's what people do. They because if you push, yeah, I don't want it. Jesus is not gonna be no part-time lover. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Some people treat Jesus like they treat their boyfriend they don't like, or their girlfriend they don't like, or their spouse they don't like. They only deal with them when they want something. Ooh. And they be thinking God don't know. That's the thing. How you gonna think God don't even know? You only seek him when you want something. Baby, what in the what? Okay, let me see. Let's read the prayer. Hold on. Watch out. I'm texting Javonis, y'all. You got a lot of happy birthday wishes. Hold on, y'all. So screw people. You don't need them. All right. Hey Karen. How are you? Hey, hey Mika. Let me see what you say, Tanya. We should seek him first and daily, but we don't. We take him. Yes! I'm not doing that anymore. It should be daily, right? Daily. I agree. That's what I said yesterday when I get me a Bible, every night I'm gonna commit to reading something. I'm just gonna open it and read something every single night. Let me get to the prayer for today. Got to. I know that's in my head. You got to push. You got to push until you get it right. That's what Gina said. But the people say pray until something happens. All right. The prayer for today was, let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. So let me just go to the page. You got to. Let me just go to the page on there. Good morning, Nasiga. Yes, I got to do better, sister. Good morning, Mama Frida. I got to do better because this is not what's popping at all. So the prayer for today is Galatians 1, verse 10. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. So you can't be both. Is that what that means? You can't be a servant of God and be a people pleaser. Is that what that means? Somebody break it down. Because it say, if I was, that's what the scriptures say. It says, if I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Does that mean you can't be both? I don't see why people would be. What I want my guess is, what makes a person a people pleaser? What is it in the individual that will cause them to live their life to make it pleasing to people instead of the other way? That's what I want to know. And people give the excuse, right? Don't look at it like, oh well, it's just my love for people. Stop it. Stop it. It's not. It's not your love for people. That's a lie. Then that means you don't know what love is. So don't use that excuse. But what is it? That's my thought. Like, what is it that causes people to be people pleasers? What is it that they lack within them that they feel like they're going to find by pleasing others? What gratification do you get by pleasing other people? By being a people pleaser? Let me say it like that. See, I'll be in my head all the time. No, baby, this will not be like this for long at all. Good morning, Mama Pamela. Good morning, Linda. So what gratification is there? But what are you seeking approval for? What do people have that you need to get approved? Please break that down for me. Let's talk about it. Seeking approval. Approval from who and for what? Seeking approval of what? See, these are the terms that we use. Seeking approval, seeking acceptance. For what? I'm so confused right now. I mean, not on purpose, but I want to know. I really do. Like, why am I out here living my life, live to die, but in the middle, in between, I'm living it for other people, to please other people? That sounds so pathetic. I'm just saying how it sounds, and I'm just being honest. Does that not sound pathetic? I'm going to live my life. I'm going to go through life, because life has its ups and downs. But in the middle of me, in the midst of me going through my ups and downs in my life, I'm gonna be a people pleaser. What? What transpired? What happened? What put that notion in somebody's head? Is the question. I guess nobody know. Ain't nobody on here been no people pleaser. Okay. All right. Lie to me. I don't care. I promise you I don't care. It's your life, not mine. But anyway, I was listening to Pastor. He was reading from the book of James again this morning, as well as he was talking about still the temptation and stuff like that. So I was reading, and he read from the book of James, and he read from 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. And then he was talking about taking the escape route. Like, God will give us an escape route, and we'll still be stuck. I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna stay on here because don't nobody want to admit. He says, take the escape route. And then he said that when God creates a way of escape, you got to take it. He makes a way of escape so that you can bear it. So is that the part of the Bible says he won't put more on you than you can handle? He makes a way so you can bear it. This is what is being said. Okay? So why is it that when God makes the escape route, it's turned away from? Some people complain about go through, but don't even listen to God tell them how to get through. I'm gonna go ahead and do the affirmation so I can let y'all go today. I promise you. I promise you I am. I promise you I am. God will create an escape route and you must take it. That's what it said. So we're gonna get into the affirmations. Y'all still here? Y'all left? Where y'all at? Karen, you on the tube? Karen Berry? Let me know, sister. Let me know, let me know, let me know. You have a question? What's the question? What question you got? Question for me? That's when we don't get out of God's way. That's when we do what we want to do, right? All right, I see you, Karen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I thought y'all had went to sleep or left or got on the phone or something. Comfortable in a situation and uncomfortable taking steps to move forward. That is so weird. So that's what people pleasing, that's what y'all deem that to be? Being comfortable in a situation? I'm just wondering. A lot of times we don't pay attention. If we don't pay attention, how come we have so much to say when something happens? If we didn't pay attention, or is it that we pay attention to what we want to pay attention to? I'm just wondering. We just having a whole conversation. Is it that we pay attention to what? Not that we don't pay attention, but we pay attention to what we want to. People think they know better. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. How do we let go of the need for approval? Where did it come from? In order for you to let go of something, I believe, I got to first figure out the root of it. What's the root of it? If I pull up the root, it's gone. You can't just cut off the leaves. If you cut off the leaves and you leave the root, that feeling gonna still be there. I have no idea because I've never been that type of person. I don't need approval from any human being. None. And that could sound bold, that could sound standoffish, that could sound whatever way. But people don't dictate my life. That means I've given control. What you think, how you feel, what you say, how it go, when it do. What do you think I should do? How do you think I should handle it? It ain't even your life. You ain't living this thing over here, baby. What? And all them questions people think to ask somebody else, them should be the questions they take in a God. But again, yeah, that means you idolize what a person thinks as opposed to what his word says. And the Bible says, don't put no man before him. Woo-hoo! Let me go and read y'all comments and get on up off of this here internet. Nikki, I think there are people who were beaten down beginning at an early age. They grew up, and lo and behold, the adults they met were the same people that beat them down as children. It's a way of life, and they don't have an escape route in their minds. This is their life. It's not right, but it is how it works for some. Ooh, wow. I'm so glad I don't know nothing about that, because I mean, I get all this, and I've had this situation happen in my life. The same people that do you wrong as a child be the same ones that do you wrong as an adult. I still ain't never been no people pleaser, but you did say for some people. I pray for them people, because they lack something. It's a lack of something within. I just was wondering what it may be. Thank you. We pay attention to the wrong things. We think we know everything and pay attention to the wrong things. Absolutely, I agree. Hey, sister, how are you? Let me see. I believe people pay attention and speak out on people, and people they dislike and people they like. They agree with everything they do, regardless if it's wrong. That's true. That's very true. I'm talking about people pleasers. Where that come from? Good morning, Denise. I think it starts with trying to please parents and others as kids. It could be a learned condition. How do you put the two together? Let's talk about that part. How are those two put together? I get it. Pleasing my mom, want to make my mom proud. Okay. I get children wanting to make their parents proud and above. I get that. What is it from an outsider that I'm seeking approval from them regarding me? Have you ever noticed how pushy people can be when you first meet them? It's like they're trying to prove to you who they are instead of just being who you are. The pushy people are the weirdest people in the world because ultimately, what you pushing so hard for? Like, and don't come at me talking about, oh, this what you did when you was a kid. This what you did to prove I ain't your mama. I ain't your daddy. I'm not even related. You don't even know me. So what's the push for? Why you back off? Be easy, done. Stay away from me. Let nature take its course. You don't even want to let nature move? Go on now. Why are you so pushy? You so pushy to be in my space, and when you get in my space, you be complacent. Back up. You sit and observe me, and as you trying to push your way through, push your way to the end zone, baby, offside. Stop playing with me. Unnecessary mental roughness. Get on up out of here playing with my mind. You sap sucker. I can't. I'm just, okay. Y'all ready for the affirmations? Good morning, Patricia, darling. How are you? I'm just saying. Hey, Tawanya. Man, I think it becomes people pleasing when we try to appease the people we care about. But what does that do for you? Are you okay? Okay, I'm gonna break it down, and I don't want to break it down so harsh. But it's like we coming up with all of these la 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 la's. I don't want to break it down. So, what is it that you lack within you that you feel you have to find acceptance in others? But you could sit up and talk about how bold you are, and you could sit up and you could be so. What is it that you lack that you feel like, oh, hi, pick me. Oh, hi, it's me. Oh, what did I do? What is that? That's a lost individual. And if you lost, I don't want you around me. All you gonna do is detour me from where I know where I'm going. Straight up. Woo-wee. Good morning, Jeanette, darling. How are you? What you was gonna say, sister? Tell me. Good morning, Nikki, darling. How are you? Who we are as adults begins with who we were as children. The desire of acceptance and approval play. I don't agree. I don't agree. People use that as an excuse for not pushing. We could come up in the same situation. You understand me? We could come up in the same situation. I could be a person that as a child, I desire to be accepted, or I got a lack of love from people use I don't know what it is to be raised under a two parent household. All of these excuses, yo. And that's why, as adults, there's a lack of accountability because nobody wants to stand tall and firm, and that same boldness they speak, they don't want to put it into action. That's what I believe. And I don't care what happened as a shorty. I don't care what happened as you growing up. I don't care what it is. That's what I believe. I'm just saying, y'all gonna be mad at me today because I'm reading y'all comments, but I'm like, come on now, really? Are we really gonna go this route? If I lack self-worth, how the hell I'm trying to teach somebody else about self-worth? You can't. How I'm going to help somebody grow in an area where I lack? That is backwards as hell. It's not going to grow. It's not going to work. And if I'm giving off a facade like I'm all that in a bag of Doritos or a bag of Flaming Hots or whatever your salt and vinegar bitten or whatever it is you like, then you capping. And then when somebody call you out on your fake front and cap, then you upset. Woo! Self-confidence is a problem. Self-confidence, what does that mean? Define that for me. Y'all don't want to have this type of talk. I'm too straightforward for people. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sap sucker. There's some sap suckers out here. It really is. And they be thinking somebody's stupid. You understand what I'm saying? The pity party at almost 50 years old ain't what's popping for me, baby. It's not. The pity party should not be popping for nobody But then they say they ain't looking for no pity party. But why are you lacking these things? And if I'm 50, 60 years old and I'm up here, oh, I lack self-confidence. I didn't just know that the day before yesterday. And how am I lacking self-confidence, but I'm able to be so confident in somebody else's eyes? Those ain't your same lenses. These excuses behoove me. Really? But I guess a lack of self-worth. Okay. Hey, Emily. Hey, Barbara. Good morning. I'm just saying. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel about me. I don't care. I've gotten to the point in my life I'm only pleasing me and my husband. Did you get to that point, or you always had that thought? I just, hopefully it is, Mama Pamela. Because I'm just wondering. I want to hear people's thoughts. As I grow, as I move, as I go ahead, I just want to know what other people be thinking. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey, Lydia, how are you this morning? Nothing more, nothing less. All right? Ownership is something. People talk a good game. Ownership is something. And people talk a really, really good game. That you got that right. This is why. It is very important. It is very important for people that pretend as well. Is if you could sit up and you can pretend like you got it all together, if you could sit up and you could pretend like you just know everything that's best for the next person, if you could sit up and you could, and when I say pretend, everyone, I mean you just act like your life ain't in shambles. Okay? How can you, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to come to you and I'm not going to be like, yo, Nikki, this is what you should do. I'm going to say, sis, I ain't even got it all. I don't even know. Then I'm going to share with you something that I'm going through. And I'm going to tell you, we may not be going through the same thing, but I'm going to give you the remedy of when I go through something, what the steps are that I take, what have I been through. But until you acknowledge like, yo, I got a problem, ain't going to be no therapy. People look to other people to fix what they don't even know. Ooh, I almost said a cuss. Some people have been beaten down so much. That hurt, right? And if something hurt, you figure out what to do about that hurt. So if you're just sitting down in that hurt, if you okay with getting beat down so much, Harriet Tubman got beat down so much. Imagine if she would have just been like, I'm beat down so much, I don't know what to do. I just forget the Underground Railroad. We just gonna sit up here and sing old Negro spirituals and get our tails beat until the day we die. We was talked about, everything under the sun done to us, but I'm just gonna sit here and wallow, and I'm gonna do whatever Massa say, cause that's Massa. What? Perspective, all I'm saying, therapy is best. Yes, honey. I'm talking about as kids, as young adults, it should be different. You should have it within you. Build self up. I'm confused on. Good morning, Teresa. I'm confused on that one. Let me see. You have to understand that it's not easy for everyone to work through. That is not what I said. That is not what I said. All right. If it's not easy for a person to work through their own issues, how in the hell is it so easy for them to help somebody else work through theirs? Break that down for me. Then we'll really have a conversation. Because if you all messed up, ain't no way you can help me in my mess up. There's absolutely no way. And if you all messed up, how are you able to, okay, I'm going to put it together today, but I'm going to fall apart tomorrow. I'm going to put it together while people are watching, but while people aren't watching, I'm going to fall apart. I'm going to put it together. Nah. I guess it's a process, just like the fashion. I remember why I couldn't go. I'm still working through that, and it's power over me one in that moment. Well, I will have to say regarding that situation, I really, it's hard for me to speak on that. And it's hard for me to speak on that because the same thing didn't happen to me, but something similar did. But all I can say is, at some point, how long am I going to let this situation have power over me? How long am I going to let this situation that anytime I think or this or that or the other, how long am I going to do that? On top of that, too, I'm going to say this. Why go back to a place where something traumatic happened? I'm talking about state overall. Why stay in the state? So I really don't know how to talk about that because of where you are with it. I really don't know how. So I'm gonna be quiet because I know I can come off in a very boom type of way. I don't want to do that. That's all I'm saying, Mom. But so many people act like they could be out here. This is why people lack. This is why there's a lack of keeping your word. This is why you will let anything run up out your mouth, but the actions don't meet with it. It's because they can't help themselves. They already jacked up. And they trying to put that they jacked up energy to the side and live through somebody else. You're not gonna live through me. You're gonna get your ish together and live your life and live your best life. So all of the excuses is just crazy. When you tired, you move forward. If I bump my toe, ouch. If I don't do nothing about it, if I don't check it out, there's a possibility I could have broke it. It could be fractured. Now I'm just walking around on pain because I think I could deal with it. Then I go to the doctor and then they tell me it's beyond repair. Then I got to figure out how I'm going to live life with an issue that's beyond repair. That don't mean I'm just going to sit up. That don't mean I'm not going to run again. That don't mean that I'm not going to physically live my life. I'm going to figure out the best way to live my life for me, not for anybody else. And if it's going to be anybody else, it should be the man that sits high and looks low. It shouldn't be people at all. But people do it every day. And those are the ones that think they're going to heaven. Lord have mercy. Blind leading the blind. And that's and both bumping into a wall. Both. Either way, when you know you have an issue and you don't do anything to set yourself free from that issue, that means you're okay being in it. And that's my feeling on it. That's my feeling on this comment. A person's experience can make them experts or preventative tactics for others. Hell no. Hell no. To me. Not what you said. Hell no to me is what I'm saying. Because if you got all of that wisdom, then how you stay stuck in what you in? How you stay stuck in bondage to what happened? How can you stay stuck in bondage to anything when you got this type of thought process? Those are the type of people I'm like, nah. You know everything to tell somebody else, and you want to sit up and act like you're so broken. You're not broken. You just don't want to come out of it. Not you per se. I'm talking about any individual. My thought process on even myself. I'm not sure if this is what you mean. I have lack of fear of rejection, but I have found ways to. But where did the fear of rejection come from? First, you said seeking approval, I think. Now you're saying a fear of rejection. I don't know. I think that's why so many people are so, they could talk in a setting, they could talk to other people, but when it comes down to getting to the root of their situation, they puss in boots. They don't want to go through it. They don't want to follow through. They don't want to do nothing about it. In a setting like this, they could talk about it. They could give such great big words, small words, ghetto words, ebonic words, but then put them in a room where like, yo, what are we going to do about your situation? Now you just don't want to deal with it. Now you just don't, but in front of it, it's a such thing too as attention seeking. There's a lot of attention seeking on the internet, which is weird as hell too. Let me see. Sorry for the late response. I just got here a few years ago. Got tired of people, their issues, and solving problems that didn't help me. And come on now, Stephanie. Come on now. Let's talk about it. I'm just wondering. So beyond the push, that's what beyond the push comes from too. Hey, hey, hey. You have to go to the root of it. You can't just be calling out the leaves. What's the root of it? Go to the root of it, and that's where you start. Or you're going to be messed up for the rest of your life. While you out here trying to help everybody else fix their life. That is so backwards. Even a therapist got a therapist. What the world? It's hard to look in the mirror and peel off all the layers to get to a real and raw you. You know what? If it's hard for you to look in the mirror, make sure you keep that hard to look in the mirror to yourself. Go into 2025. I'm no excuses, no nothings, no none of that. No, none of that. Own where you are, own where you lack, own what you need to do and apply it to your life. If you're not doing that, stay away from me. Stay in the comments, baby. Don't talk to me outside of the internet because I'm going somewhere. And in order to go somewhere, you got to be willing to move. You got to be willing to move mentally, physically, emotionally. You got to be willing to move for you. You can't be pushing the buttons for everybody else to operate their life, and your life is in shambles. And you pretending like it ain't. And when your life is in shambles, I mean mentally, who is the facade for? Because I'm going to look at you like you're crazy, baby. I'm going to say, you really doing all that? That what you on? That what you doing? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let me see. And then everybody put it's hard. The Bible say you have what you speak. It's hard for some people to look inward to address that issues to become their authentic self. Why? Who said it's hard? And what makes it hard? You see, when I ask the questions to the certain words, we get stuck. Nobody say nothing. Not to the people that's talking. Certain words. What makes it hard? How you gonna look in my mirror at my life, but you can't look in your mirror at your life? So what makes it hard? Hey, Sandy. Hey. Now, if y'all want to come up here and we talk about it, believe me, I got another screen that I can add to it. Because to me, it's a bunch of crap. It's to me, not y'all. This is a conversation that had with people that are not ready. You're going to come out with excuses and confusion. That's what you're going to come out with. Period. But it's there. I'm not going into the new year with people that don't understand 1 + 1 = 2. I'm not. I'm just not doing it. I'm going to check myself. Then I'm going to continue to be a self-checker. I'm going to continue to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do correctly to the best of my ability. If there's areas where I fall short and I lack, I'm not going to another human. I'm not waiting to see who's going to give me approval. What? And these be the same people that be claiming they know so much on a spiritual level. Nah. Hey, SY, how you doing, sister? How you doing? So let's get into the affirmations. I just ain't on that type of time for nobody and nothing. And if people don't like it, I love you. Have a nice life. I wish you will, and I hope you come out of whatever you in that got you pleasing people. And that's what this is about. I hope you come out of whatever you in that got you pleasing people. Because this ain't that. Okay? It ain't. Let's listen to the affirmations. Say one more goddamn word. Whoa! You know no. No, girl. I don't want to grab nothing. I'm just trying to listen.
Road trip. Didn't know. You got to hear me when I say this. Have you ever been on a road trip didn't know where you were going, and wanted to stop, but said, you know what, I'll catch the next exit. And that next exit, like 35, 40 minutes. Now you driving trying to act like you ain't tripping, and out of nowhere the gas light come on. Now you like, Lord, don't let me get cut off in the middle of nowhere. You could have stopped when you got your first sign, but you decided to skip the message.
Hey,
and take a.
God gave the escape route, and people don't take. I'm gonna act like I'm just sitting. You know what? For now on, I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna read the prayer. I'm gonna play the affirmations, and then I'm gonna get off. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna start this one over.
You gotta hear me when I say this. Have you ever been on a road trip, didn't know where you were going, and wanted to stop, but said, you know what, I'll catch the next exit. And that next exit, like 35, 40 minutes. Now you driving trying to act like you ain't tripping, and out of nowhere the gas light come on. Now you like, Lord, don't let me get cut off in the middle of nowhere. You could have stopped when you got your first sign, but you decided to skip the message and take a chance. And what God is telling me is for some of you in this room, in overflow, watching across the world, you're in a now moment. You missed this exit. Yeah, you may be in this season another year. That's why you don't have time to play. I can't kick it. I'm not being bougie. I'm not being standoffish. I'm on a mission right now. I'm a preach to this side. They sleep over there.
Yeah, they sleep over there. How do you get over here?
You have the wrong people in your life, because when you start talking mission, they either tone you off
or they disappear.
Get crunk when they hear that.
Yes, yes, sir. Or they cap. Come on.
No, see, because mission talk is different than tea. See, anybody can sit around and talk about what they about to do.
Hey.
But for some of us, it's like, nah, it's getting done this year.
Yeah. Yeah, get away from me. You can talk about it. Get away from me.
Mm-hmm. Open the account. You only need $20.
Yeah.
Open the account.
Yeah.
Take my last 30.
Yeah.
Open the account.
Yeah.
My business, I got an account.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have room for what. How God
yeah.
will bless you if you ain't made. Am I preaching to anybody?
Me.
3 of y'all need to go home and just buy some boxes. Just go to Walmart.
Hello.
And just say, where y'all boxes at? Get you 2 boxes and just put them in the corner. And when people walk in and say, what you doing? Oh, you know I'm finna move, right? Oh, you didn't tell me you was moving. Where you moving to?
Now, I don't know. But I'm getting out of here. Hey.
God ain't gonna catch me slipping.
He ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Woo!
Let me tell you something. I feel it. This for me. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody going into 2025. Keep your games. Keep your bull crap. Keep your I might. Keep your I'm in. Keep it all to yourself. I promise you, dear God, I'm smooth transitioning into my 2025. And I love you. And I love you. And I love you. And I love you. But you ain't about this type of life. You ain't about the mission. You talk a good game about the mission, then you disappear like a thief in the night. Like a bill you ain't want to pay and you threw it in the garbage. Like that old car just shredded when it expired because you ain't want nobody to have all your information, or you thought they could find you or hack you or something. Get away from me. But I love you. But get away from me. You will not become a person that has me still trying to pull me backwards. It's okay that you're not supposed to go into my next. You're not even ready in your present. So how the hell are you going with me into my next and your present is already jacked up? God don't move like that. He's not going to send to me a broken person in order for me to get it together. 2 broken things is just 2 broken things. Huh? What happened? What happened? Good morning, Ash. I'm going to let that run back. Somebody must didn't get it. So prepare to not like me even more going into 2020 from 2024 and beyond. Prepare to not like me because you don't like your doggone self. Prepare to say, oh, she's so harsh. Oh, she just thinks I am all that. God said, not people, not man. You're waiting for man to tell you. God already told me I was all that. Let me go and run it back.
You got to hear me when I say this. Have you ever been on a road trip, didn't know where you were going, and wanted to stop, but said, you know what, I'll catch the next exit. And that next exit, like 35, 40 minutes. Now you drive and trying to act like you ain't tripping, then out of nowhere the gas light come on. Now you're like, Lord, don't let me get cut off in the middle of nowhere. You could have stopped when you got your first sign, but you decided to skip the message and take a chance. And what God is telling me is for some of you in this room, in overflow, watching across the world, you're in a now moment. You missed this exit. Yeah, you may be in this season another year.
No, not me.
You don't have time to play.
I sure don't.
Kick it. I'm not being bougie. I'm not.
I don't have time to play with nobody.
Right now. I'm gonna preach to this side. They sleep over there.
Let them sleep, Pastor. Life will wake them up.
In your life, because when you start talking mission, they either tone you off, but the right people get crunk when they hear that. Do they still say crunk? I just went back to 01, didn't it? Crunk. No. See, because mission talk is different than tea. See, anybody can sit around and talk about what they about to do. But for some of us, it's like, no, it's getting done this year. Yeah, well, you ain't got the money. You said you weren't going to do it till you had the money. I'm at least reserved a name this year. I'm going to go open the account. You only need $20, $30 to open the account. So I'm going to take my last 30, open the account. That way my business, I got an account. That way I'm going to have room for how God going to bless you if you ain't made.
You ain't made no effort. You just talk about it. Made no sense.
You need to go home and just buy some boxes. Just go to Walmart and just say, where y'all boxes at? Get you 2 boxes and just put them in the corner. And when people walk in and say, what you doing? Oh, you know I'm finna move, right? Oh, you didn't tell me you was moving. Where you moving to? I don't know. Yeah, how you moving? I'm just getting ready. Because God ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Hey, he ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Because you ain't going through nothing, don't mean you in a good place.
He ain't gonna catch me slipping this year. Come on now. I just said, baby, he talking to me. I am not playing with nobody. You don't even know if you're going to see 2025. So you're going to spend the back end of this year living it miserably and horribly? Hell no. You don't even know. We don't even know about tomorrow. So I'm far-fetched with New Year's Eve. You know, nobody even know if they're going to make it to New Year's Eve. And so you're going to spend the last 3 months, 2.5, 3 months, whatever you want to call it, of this year, all up in what? No, my happiness matters. And if you're not a part of my happiness, my road to happiness, my road to generational wealth, my road to prosperity, I wish you well, Buttercup. I wish you well, sweet little Georgia pine. Just get away from me. And I'll see you when I see you. I'm telling you. Because the only way I'm going to bend this block again is if I'm coming to get somebody or help somebody on the block. But I'm not taking the block with me. Nah, because the block ain't ready. Nope. I will not. Slow draggers and all that. I can't do it, baby. It's a wrap. We out of here.
But if he get the ball, you're going to knock his head off. Because he ain't on that
Got
team.
to.
Some of y'all might need to stop and figure out who team you on.
Baby.
Your friends who keep trying to figure out what's wrong with you. Have you ever asked yourself, what's wrong with me? It's like I'm the only one in the clique who always going through stuff. It's because the devil knows if I can break you.
Hey.
I'm in the wrong
ain't ready and ain't trying to be ready, sister. You better shut up and keep talking. ain't ready, ain't trying to be ready, but talk a good game about being ready. Somebody needs a Beetlejuice people like that. When they start talking and what they saying ain't aligned up with what they said in the past 365 days, get out of here. Shut up. Shut up. Because none of that aligns with what you're saying. None of it. And then when I take you back, hey, Ash, remember you said 3 weeks ago that you was going to do Woo Wop the Band. Well, you know what? Never mind. Keep your well. Nope. Well, keep it to yourself. Figure it out. I love you now. I love you. Love you. That's when I'm leaving you. Now, if I come to you and I'm like, yo, I started, but I ain't finished. But I'm on it. It's hard, but I'm working on it and I'm doing it. Well, you're right, because you did apply it on Tuesday. You did do it on Thursday. You might have skipped Wednesday. You probably had a bad day Wednesday. That's a whole big difference. Well, I was going to, people told me, and the other day, what? Nah. That means that you cannot handle pressure. And if you cannot handle pressure, moving ahead to something better is like going up a mountain. If you can't get past that first hurdle, I'm going to leave you down there because I'm going to push. And I'm going to go beyond the push. And I'm going to continue to go. And if I get to the top, when I get to the top, baby, if I'm on my hands and knees, I made it.
So I want to declare this word over many of you listening this morning and tell you that you are yet to walk through your biggest door before this year ends.
Come on with it.
You are yet to still walk through your biggest door before this year ends.
It ain't happening.
I see a lot of you that are...
I wish people would just step down to the reality of self and stop looking at everybody else's reality. If people would step down to the reality of self and get their own mess together, that whatever mess that may be, God got my own mess. Everybody got their own mess. If people would step down to their own reality and deal with their own mess, deal with what they deem to be triggers, deal with all their excuses of why they are not prospering mentally, physically, whatever way it's supposed to be. If they would do that, then they could get control of a situation and move forth in solving the problems. But no, it's too much of everybody wanting to solve everybody else. No, I'm going to be my own problem solver. And if I be my own problem solver and then I share that, then maybe people will figure it out. Because I'm not the figure outer. Not for other people. I can't even figure out for myself. That's why I go to him.
Right now in the spirit, upset, angry, and on the verge of throwing in the towel. Because there are some things that God promised you at the beginning of the year that you are yet to still walk through. But I hear the Lord saying that I'm about to do more in the next 3 months.
I'm just saying that's
than
why
you've seen in the last 9 months. And it's not because he could not do them before. It's because he was waiting for your faith to mature to a level where you can actually handle the door that he walked you through. You are about to walk through your biggest door in business, your biggest door financially.
You know what, Mama? Because I have had. Things are changing for me, and I'm just preparing myself for the people because I'm a content creator. I'm a social media influencer. This is where I come on a regular basis. I'm just preparing myself for people that's gonna be like, she this, she that, because it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna say, baby, you better go back to October 12th on Wake Up with RoAsia. You knew what was to come. So when you don't see yourself coming across this here, when you don't see yourself in the mix of cutting this here ribbon, when you don't see yourself in the mix of Nevaeh's winner just taking, when you don't see yourself in the mix of that, I'm going to remind you why you ain't. So I'm just getting people prepared to not like me. Praise God. Huh? Who said what? What happened? I'm just getting them prepared. Because transitioning into my 2025, baby, I'm walking into every single thing. You know why? Because I took my hands off of it. And his word is true. So I'm going to go back to his word and everything. I took my hands off of it. Therefore, whatever it is that I have to go through, that I have to experience, that I have to whatever to get to my bigger, better, greater, I'm going to get there. And as I'm going into my bigger, better, greater in every area, every aspect of my life, there are some people that will have to stay exactly where they are. There are some people that will be like, she act like she don't know me no more. No, I know you. That's why I left you where you was at. You feel me? I know you very well. That's why I left you over there around the corner. Because over there around the corner, up the block where you wanted to stay. Now all of a sudden that the work been put in and the long nights, the sleepless nights and the hard mornings and the push through and beyond the push, well, you wasn't around. And I ain't even upset with you, baby. Don't take all this as me being upset. This is me. This is how this black girl that rocks talk. And this is what it's going to be. You hate it and love it. The underdog's on top. That's what I'm going to be saying. So it's up to the person, not me. You kiss my grits on any given day. And God bless you at the same time.
Your biggest door for your entire family. God says, I'm about to open the door so big for you that people are going to wonder, did you pay to get to the door? Did you sleep with somebody to get to the door?
I walked
in.
Did
you do anything under the table to get to the
God
door?
Did.
But I hear the Lord saying that this is a door set straight from heaven that no man can shut.
Not now.
And so now, there were some of you at the beginning of the year that got a cute door confused with a trustworthy door. So you figured because it was 6'6" with the 6-pack,
but not that.
That it was a good door. And you figured because it was hips and lips and nice hair that it was a good door. But the Lord says
that was a bad door, baby.
Confused with a trustworthy door. I'm about to walk you.
Let me go and put that back a little bit, because y'all, you can't just hear. You can't just hear what you want to hear. You got to hear everything. That's another problem with people. They take in what they want. They don't want to take in what don't feel good. They only want to take in what feel good. You know what I'm saying, Mama Pamela? No, I'm gonna take in what hurt. I'm gonna take in what feel good. I'm gonna take it all in, and I'm gonna sit. But nah, let me run this. Let me run him back, because people be capping.
No man can shut. And so now, there were some of you at the beginning of the year that got a cute door confused with a trustworthy door. So you figured because it was 6'6" with a 6-pack and 6 figures that it was a good door. And you figured because it was hips and lips and nice hair that it was a good door. But the Lord says, do not get a cute door confused with a trustworthy door.
Woo!
I'm about to walk you through some trustworthy doors. Doors by where you are safe. Doors by where you can trust. Doors by where you will not be backstabbed and where people be lying and making up rumors. I prophesy over you right now that you are yet to walk through your biggest door. God is about to blow your mind. God is about to open up a door so wide that you're going to be able to bring all of your family members through, your entire bloodline, your pedigree, everybody that's connected to you, kind of like a Red Sea experience. He is about to open up for you a huge door. And if you agree with his word that before the year ends, my biggest door is still yet to open, I need you to type knock knock. So I want to declare this word over many of you listening this morning and tell you that you are yet to walk through your biggest door before this year ends. You are yet to still walk through your biggest door before this year ends. I see a lot of you that are frustrated right now in the spirit, upset, angry, and on the verge of throwing in the towel because there are some things that God promised you at the beginning of the year that you are yet to still walk through. But I hear the Lord saying that I'm about to do more in the next 3 months than you've seen in the last 9 months. And it's not because he could not do them before. It's because he was waiting for your faith to mature to a level where you can actually handle the door that he walked you through. You are about to walk through your biggest door in business, your biggest door financially, your biggest door relationally, your biggest door for your entire family. God says, I'm about to open up a door so big for you that people are going to wonder, did you pay to get to the door? Did you sleep with somebody to get to the door? Did you do anything under the table to get to the door? But I hear the Lord say,
didn't even have
this
to.
is a door set straight from heaven that no man can shut. And so now, there were some of you at the beginning of the year that got a cute door confused with the trustworthy door. So you figured because it was 6'6" with the 6-pack and 6 figures that it was a good door. And you figured because it was hips and lips and nice hair that it was a good door. But the Lord says, do not get a cute door confused with a trustworthy door. I'm about to walk you through some trustworthy doors. Doors by where you are safe. Doors by where you can trust. Doors by where you will not be backstabbed and where people be lying and making up rumors. I prophesy over you right now that you are yet to walk through your biggest door. God is about to blow your mind. God is about to open up a door so wide that you're going to be able to bring all of your family members through, your entire bloodline, your pedigree, everybody that's connected to you, kind of like a Red Sea experience. He is about to open up for you a huge door. And if
He's
you get
about
this word,
to do
that before the
it.
year ends, my biggest door is still yet to open. I need you to type, knock, knock.
Listen.
I'll give you this. Brent. And one of the things we do not like to do is go revisit our childhood. Not only do you like to not revisit your childhood, you are raised by baby boomers who don't like to revisit the past. Oh, come on, y'all. Now, y'all came out here. No sense being quiet. So now you're raised by somebody who says what goes on in this house stays in this house. You're raised by somebody who won't allow you to speak to them about trauma. You're raised by somebody who doesn't want to hear what you have to say. Why? Because when they tried to speak on theirs, they were shut down. And now when your children cry, you tell them to shut up. And here we are speaking about generational curses, and we are the captains of the cycle.
Woo-hoo! Don't want to break it, but got so much to say about it. But go on, carry that generational curse into your bloodline, until your next. I won't. I will not.
It is possible for you to be the smartest person in your family. It's possible for you to be beautiful because David was a handsome man. It is possible for you to have a Birkin bag. It is possible for you to have a Louis Vuitton belt. It's possible for you to drive a Bentley and a Rolls Royce and still not believe in yourself.
That's miserable.
Let me tell you something. You can't outdress trauma.
And don't want to deal with it. You can't outdress trauma. I'm just saying what happened within you. You want to blame it on everything else.
Get over what's going on in your heart. I don't care how big your butt get. If you don't enlarge the size of your heart and your mind,
it don't matter.
There are no extensions or eyelashes. I don't care if they are out of Walgreens. I don't care if they're put in individually or they come in strips. There is no amount of cash, no amount of pit bulls, no amount of glasses, no amount of dogs, no amount of houses. There is nothing that can get you over what's happening on the inside of you. All you will do is dress up your trauma and not be long from exploding on somebody, which is why I never recommend that two broken people get together because it won't.
Shut up. I said a few minutes, I'm finna go. What gonna happen with two broken people? What he just said? What did he just say? Okay. Let me run it back a little bit. Cause I know I heard that.
Nothing that can get you over what's happening on the inside of you. All you will do is dress up your trauma and not be long from exploding on somebody, which is why I never recommend that two broken people get together because it won't be long before you cut each other. Love isn't limited to those who treat you well. If you have true love in your heart, you actually have to love your enemies. I got scripture too. Matthew chapter 5, verse 43 through 44. Jesus says,
if you are true, you got to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute us.
Love means hoping and seeking the best,
hoping and seeking the best, but people who hope and seek the worst for you.
They're spitting on them, they're lying on them, and in the midst of being tormented by those he came.
Not at all.
What does Jesus say?
Not at all. You can't help anyone that's broken if you broke.
I love those who are trying to harm.
I don't understand why people think they can.
Don't love me yet, or perhaps never will.
Two broken people is just a lot of broken stuff.
But I love her. My mother mentally and verbally abused me, but I love her. My sister betrayed me, but I love her. I actually have a habit of loving those who don't have a habit
of loving me.
If you have true love in your heart, you actually have to love your enemies. Love.
Becoming
more resilient is becoming more adaptable.
I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to close with this one. Hold on.
A huge part of becoming more resilient is becoming more adaptable. I'm going to say this, only a small group of people going to feel this. Half of the pain in your life was...
And if you don't want to look at your own, you taking in theirs on top of your own. Now you got a double bubble of a whole bunch of heavy-weighted stuff that you've allowed to come into your space, and now you beyond stuck. Now you you was in quicksand. Now you're in cement. Let me go and do this.
A huge part of becoming more resilient is becoming more adaptable. I'm gonna say this, only a small group of people gonna feel this. Half of the pain in your life was because you didn't have the ability to adapt. You are so loving and so kind that you have this tendency of treating everybody you meet like family. Then when you run up on snakes, you didn't know how to adapt. Ooh, so now you being good to nasty people. You giving your last to people who wouldn't give you their leftovers. You going hard for people who won't do half of what you would do for them. This year, they're going to call me funny. They may say I'm acting different. I'm not acting different. I watched how you move, and I adapted.
Baby, I'm going to let that run back.
Huge part of becoming more resilient is becoming more...
I watched how you moved, and I adapted.
A small group of people going to feel this. Half of the pain in your life was because you didn't have the ability to adapt. You are so loving and so kind that you have this tendency of treating everybody you meet like family. Then when you run up on snakes, you didn't know how to adapt. Ooh, so now you being good to nasty people. You giving your last to people who wouldn't give you their leftovers. You going hard for people who won't do half of what you would do for them. This year, they're going to call me funny. They may say I'm acting different. I'm not acting different. I watched how you move, and I adapted.
Well, I watched how you moved, and I adapted. Yes, because your actions is beyond your words. Praise God. Galatians 1:10 was today's scripture, and it reads, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Thank you guys who have contributed to the cookie dough fundraiser. It is still on. You still have time to purchase cookies. Those of you who have orders, you will begin to get your tracking numbers from Nevaeh's winner, from if you got a shirt from RoAsia, or if you have any of the sauce or seasoning, you'll begin to get your tracking, your tracking numbers at least by tomorrow. Okay? Everyone will have their stuff. Other than that, I'm going to take a quick little break, and then I'm going to do my my coffee chat. Okay? And then be done. Because I got work to do. I got work to do. I got a job to do. I got work to do. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a few minutes over in the other place. And yeah, it's an eye opener, uh, Mama Pamela. It's an eye opener for many. And a lot of people put on their shades because they don't want to hear. But hey, it is what it is. So I'll see y'all in a little while. I'm about to go get myself together a little bit, make me another cup of coffee, cause that was kind of weak. And yes, love y'all. See y'all in a minute over on Everything's Sorry. Bye guys.